Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good morning to all of you. So
Yes.
we will start within 5 minutes. If there is any query from participant side, they may ask. Today we will take one attendance via video. Okay, so each participant will on your video. So we will provide a particular time after some session, and we will mark the attendance accordingly. So for I think our speaker has come, so it will start, and your attendance will be marked after all session near about 4 o'clock. So that time we need one snap of the all participant via your video on. Okay, so try to on your video that time. So for saving your bandwidth, you can off if you want. It is your choice. But at 4 o'clock, you need to open your video. We will interact with you. So sir is with us. Within 1 or 2 minutes, we will start this session.
Good morning, Dr. Sir.
Good morning, sir. Just I am making you as a co-host.
Okay.
Otherwise, you will not share your PPT.
Okay.
Yes, done. Monica?
Yes, sir.
Now you can proceed. I am just playing, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, shall I start?
Yes, no issue.
Okay, sir. A very good morning to one and all present here. I, Monica Vashne, welcome you on the day 2 of this virtual Atal FTP on cyber security, organized by School of Computer and System Sciences, JNU, New Delhi. For this session, today we have with us Dr. Anurag Jain sir from Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University, Delhi. Let me take the privilege to introduce you all with Dr. Anurag Jain sir.
Yes.
So next.
This PPT is visible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's
Okay,
visible
okay.
now. In the 17th year of academic career, Sir has achieved many landmarks in the field of cybersecurity and machine learning. Sir is supervising PhD scholars in the field of machine learning and cybersecurity. Sir has also published many research papers on machine learning in various reputed journals published by IEEE, Springer, ACM, etc. Sir also is a reviewer of many reputed journals published in machine learning domain by frontier publishers of engineering specializations. I consider it a great honor to welcome you, sir, and I request you, sir, to proceed over the session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for just giving me opportunity to share my just views in this faculty development program. So, should I start, sir? Dr. Karan Singh ji, should I start?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
You can share your PPT also if you want.
Yeah. Okay, this PPT is now visible.
Kindly do the full screen. Yes, now it is okay.
Just a minute. So, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everyone. Okay, so topic for today discussion is credit card fraud, their prevention and detection. Okay, if anybody having any issues, he or she just want to ask any question, they can just interrupt me and ask the question during this talk. Okay, don't wait for the last moment questions, because maybe the session can go on extend for 5 to 10 minutes. So whenever you are having a question regarding my talk, you can ask very freely. Okay, and I just want this discussion or this talk must be an interactive session. So maybe somewhere during this session I can ask questions. So please unmute your mic and then give the answer reply of my query. Okay, so that this could become a very interactive session, because the topic of the cyber security are very dynamic. Okay, and anyhow, this can be just maybe a part of your life as well. Possibilities are there that you are also having some problems with this cyber credit card frauds or some plastic fraud or financial fraud. So you may share your own views. If you have any issues regarding this credit card fraud, or if you have any problem with this credit card fraud, you have just intermingled with this credit card fraud, then you can share your views also. So I hope this could be a very interactive session. Okay. So first of all, I just want to know from your side, what is the meaning of fraud? What it could be? What is cyber fraud? Anybody can give the answer?
Through online, the accounts will be hacking, and the same billing will be produced, and it will be shown in the next billing sections like that, sir.
Okay. Good. Any other views? कोई और अपने व्यूज शेयर करना चाहता है? What could be this financial fraud or cyber fraud?
And by using by giving some different types of ads and collecting customers' accounts, and it will be used for the other purpose.
Okay, very nice.
Without
Very nice.
yeah.
Okay. I once again requested to every participant, please just make an interactive session. I just want the participation from every participant, so that it could be, because I'm not getting your videos, so I should be in the impression that you are in front of the laptop or the desktop. Okay, so just try to give the answer or reply whenever it requires from your side. So the credit card fraud, or you can say cyber fraud, means any illegal activity. The fraud means any illegal activity. And if cyber is there, it means that any illegal activity where the digital device is used as a tool, target, or both. Okay, so it is definitely is an illegal activity which nobody wants that it should happen. It is a legal activity. It doesn't come under the purview of you can say the law. You can say if the legal law, so you can say. So it is an illegal activity where any digital device, it may be your the mobile phone, it may be your laptop, it may be your pen drive, it may be your CDs, it may be your any digital devices, pager, or whatever you are using for the storing the information. So if that particular device is used to commit the crime, okay, it means it is used as a source, or it may be affected, this device may be affected. So it is a target now, or it could be both. Then it is known as a cyber fraud. And whenever in this type of fraud, in cyber fraud, any financial part is involved. It could be your online wallet, mobile wallet, it could be a credit card, it could be a debit card, it could be net banking. Then it is known as a financial fraud. Okay, so financial fraud occurs whenever the money is involved in this in any type of fraud. This is known as a financial fraud. And what is a plastic fraud? Where the fraud has been taken or has been included with the help of any plastic or a smart card. It could be credit card, debit card,
Hello.
smart card. Hello. So this is known as the credit card fraud or cyber fraud. So here we will talk about what is the implications of this credit card fraud, how it could happen, what could be the prevention and detection for credit card fraud. This prevention, this detection will be on the basis of some machine learning techniques. It will be on the research side. So first of all, I will just discuss about the basics of this credit card fraud, then how it is committed, that will be discussed. Website is there by which you can clone the credit cards. Now what happened in shoulder surfing? What is shoulder surfing? Have anybody having an idea about shoulder surfing? What is shoulder surfing?
Viewing the login and password from the any one person behind.
Yeah, very nice. Perfectly. So it means that a person wants, or legal person wants, or the fisher or hacker wants to get your information from your site. It means that that hacker wants your information. If that person wants to commit any type of crime, then that person wants your personal information or financial information anyhow. So anyhow, that person wants your information. So there is one type of the method by which that person can get the information, that is known as shoulder surfing. It means that when you enter into a
especially during dispensing of machines and electronic devices when we are swiping the cards, sir.
Okay, actually, yeah, definitely. Actually, shoulder surfing could be happen in anywhere. Let's suppose if you're just filling a check, okay, it's a bank check is there. So somebody is not checking your signature. Somebody is checking about the amount. Somebody is checking about some important information from a check. So that is also come under the shoulder surfing. The shoulder surfing, whenever a person is following you, it is not that from back of your body that person is not checking the information. It means that the person is checking the information, the hacker is checking the information from anywhere, but physically that person is there. This is known as shoulder surfing. Okay, if that person indirectly is not available or present at that moment at that ATM machine or in the bank, it is not shoulder surfing. The shoulder surfing means the physically person must be there. So that person can just give you some help because you are not able to debit the money or amount from that ATM machine, or machine is not working. Then that person can help you, just giving you the services to help you. Then it is also come under the shoulder surfing. Anyhow, that person wants your information. Now, what that person will do with your information, because still the card is with you. So now there are two types of things. Two things that could be happen. One is the person, the hacker, can take your card and replace the card with the another fake card. The first thing is
Anurag,
yeah.
Are you moving your PPT or it is first one?
No. It is static right now.
Okay.
I'm not moving. I am not moving.
Thank you.
Okay, so this is only verbally. I'm just communicating. So whenever required, I will just take. So here, the person take the control of your card. Then the card will be replaced. The legal card will be replaced by some fake card. Okay, this could be one of the things. If it is happening, then there is no need to take your information except your PIN numbers. But let's suppose you are very much smart and you are not giving your credit card or debit card to that person because you are aware about, no, I will not give you my credit card. Whatever you want, if you just want to help me, then just do my help in front of me only. At that moment, the person, the hacker, will take the information of your card, like your PIN number, your expiry date, and the credit card number. All this information is required to just commit the crime from that hacker side. Then this particular information will be saved by the hacker and create the clone card. And that clone card can be used to illegally debit the money from your account. So how is it possible? I will just demonstrate about that particular thing over here. Okay. So why this credit card financial fraud is coming into the focus of the government? Because every time, every month, each and every month, a lot of money is involved. A lot of money is the crime, you can say the loss of the money in terms of money is very, very, very high. And yes, government normally says that, normally allows that, declare that if without a mistake the money is coming out from your pocket, then bank will return or bank will refund it. After the severe investigation, the money will be credited into your account. But it is not possible in each and every case. So ultimately, government is providing or serving or is giving you the money. It means that the government is not getting the loss of 100 crores or million, you can say in terms of millions as well. So this is the problem. This is the problem. Money is involved. So whenever the money is involved, there is a great concern with that particular fraud. Okay. Now, what is the problem in this credit card detection or fraud detection? Okay, so the problem is that why we are just coming out, why we are just doing or involving or just doing something with this credit card detections and prevention. Now, detection doesn't mean that you have to detect the fraud. It is not the concern of the particular researchers or community of researcher. They are also concerned with how quickly you can detect the fraud. This is the main point. This is the main concern. The first of all, you have to detect the fraud. And the second concern is how quickly you can detect the fraud. This is the main concern. That's why the researchers are still going on to just stop this type of frauds. Now, frauds, this credit card frauds or plastic fraud or financial fraud can occur in two stages. The first is on the application level, when a person apply for the credit card or ATM card. And second is when the person transacting the amount of money. These two type of frauds are there in this credit card. Okay, I will just discuss about all these two types of fraud in the later slides. Okay, so rising concern is that a lot of fraud is not taking care or is not happening with the help of card scheming, cybercrime, fund transfer, data theft, identity theft. Now, this data theft, identity theft, and fund transfer, card scheming, cybercrime, all these come under the category of phishing. Now, what is the phishing? Can anybody tell me what is the phishing?
Making a message with offering something, and they give the information to others. Actually, they will collect the information from the participants who are the person.
Okay. So collecting the information, whether your vital information anyhow. Okay, this is the thing. So whatever the crimes, somebody is now just controlling my slides. I request please don't just scroll the slides, please. Okay, so actually all these are the types of the way of committing the crime, but how the person can get the information from your side. The only way to getting the information from your side is the phishing. If the person wants to transfer the fund from your account to the hacker's account, then again that person wants your vital information. So that person will take care about the phishing activities over there. That person will send some links to you. You click on the link and then give your personal information or vital information to that hacker. And that the hacker will use that information to commit this type of crime with the help of fund transferring or data theft or identity theft or card scheming or with the help of cybercrime as well. So that's why this rising concern is there. Okay. Now, just a minute. So, whenever the crime committed, a lot of things are happening over there. The number of frauds increase, the amount involved in this fraud is increased, So if you just take this statistics over here in 17, 18, who is just controlling my presentations? Karan sir, I think somebody is now controlling my PPT.
कोई इशू है? एक बार आप शेयर हटा दीजिए, फिर दोबारा ऑन करिए. I will check. Log the meeting. My video and audio and display on the screen. Yes sir.
Sir,
हुआ? अब शेयर करके देखिए.
मैं करता हूँ. Okay. Okay. So, am I audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
Yes.
So again, somebody is now just checking or controlling my PPTs.
No, sir, it is clear. It is visible, sir.
It is visible, but somebody is now just scrolling my PPTs. I'm not scrolling out anything. Okay.
सर,
Yeah.
आपका माउस या पॉइंटर तो नहीं हिल रहा?
नहीं कुछ नहीं हिल रहा.
आपका कंप्यूटर से ज्वाइन किया आपने?
हाँ, लैपटॉप पे मैं काम कर रहा हूँ. There is no mouse attached with this mic. Host is not just doing all these things, I think. Okay, anyways. Okay.
I will check.
Okay. So if you just check it on the slide there, So the great concern is the number of frauds now increasing by 50% from 1718 to 1819. But on the other side, the amount of fraud involved in this type of fraud, in this type of credit card problems, are really on the lesser side, on the downward side. So in 1718 it was 169, but in 1819 it is 149 crore only. So it means that still the people are just going on the cautious side, or they are just also concerned with this type of fraud over there, and they are also wants to just minimize this type of fraud by just not putting the money or finance or you can say the important valuable things in a account which is normally used for credit card transactions or debit card transactions. Okay. Now the thing is, who are the victims over here? Who are the victims in this type of fraud? So if you just think about that, we are a very literate person, and we will not be the victim of this type of fraud, but then you are on the wrong side, because a literate person can have great chance to becoming a victim in this type of fraud, because he are over smart and he just try that it will not happen with me, and then it happens with that person. So if you just think, if you just check the slide, so the professor was a victim over here. The medical practitioner was a victim over here. TV actress was a victim over here. Even the cyber cop is the victim over here. The general manager was a victim over here. So lots of persons are there who are very much literate, and though they are just became the victims over here. So a lot of things are there, a lot of methods are there by which the hackers, the fraud person or fraudster wants to just give you some links, wants to give you some calls, and that those calls are attended by this type of person, and they just give their informations according to that fraudster, and in next moment their card will get blocked and their information or their money can be debited from their accounts as well. So it means all of us has to be taken care whenever we are doing the transactions, when we are just going for the net banking, and whenever we are just going for any digital transactions from your machines or from the public platforms. Whenever I just take the lecture, every time I just tell to the participants, whatever your state of mind is, wherever you are, don't share 4 vital information with any person. Your PIN number, your OTP number, your CVV number, and your password. These 4 informations you not to share with any person. आप किसी भी state of mind में हो, whether you are sleeping, you are going to office, you are coming out from the office, you are disturbed, you are stressed, you are depressed, you are very happy, whatever the state of mind is yours, you don't need to share these 4 vital informations to anybody. If you are getting a call from the person, that person says that I am from the State Bank of India executive, and the State Bank of India is now just maintaining their server, and we just need your information so that your information or your account will be remain intact or it will be safe in our custody. If that person says there's no issue at all, you can just give the information. But whenever that person will ask about these 4 informations or any of the information from these 4 points, you have to immediately disconnect the call. You don't need to give these information. So ध्यान रखिएगा, just to open the mail where this type of information is coming out, it's not the concern. The concern is whenever you click the link. अगर आप मेल को ओपन कर रहे हैं, it's okay, there is no issue at all. लेकिन अगर आप उस लिंक को क्लिक कर रहे हैं, then there is a problem. If you are just attending a call, it's not the issue. But when you're giving your vital information, then this is the issue. तो आपको वो इंफॉर्मेशन देनी नहीं है. आप एंटरटेन कीजिए कॉल्स को, आप मेल्स को चेक कीजिए, आप एसएमएस को चेक कीजिए, इट्स ओके, बट you never click on the link provided on that particular mail or any social networking site. You don't need to give any information regarding your PIN number, CVV number, password, any OTP number to anybody who are just getting these informations from your side. So if you are very much aware about all these things, sir, then your name will not be in these pictures and you will be very much safe. But again, you have to be more cautious.
Sir,
So,
can you please
have you heard
make
about the name of, yeah?
Sir, can you please
Pardon?
make it full screen?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, have you heard about the name of Jamtara? किसी ने नाम सुना है जामतारा? What is this Jamtara? Yes. I'm expecting yes or no from your side.
There is some answer in chat box. Jamtara is a district in Jharkhand.
It is
Okay,
a
okay.
city. It is a city.
Okay.
Hello. It is
Yeah,
a,
yeah, please.
It is a city in the and it is the state of Jharkhand. It's
Oh, very nice, very nice.
Ah.
So there was a serial with this name Jamtar. I think maybe some of you have just seen that serial as well. So Jamtara is a place in Jharkhand where most of this type of crimes was committed. They have a very good network and they have lots of SIMs with them with the fake address proofs, and they just issue those SIM cards and call you. And whenever a police person or police department or police group just want to enter into that village or that place, they could get very much troubles from that places and cannot enter into that particular village. So this is a real problem with this Jamtara state. And on the fly of this Jamtara, with the following of this Jamtara, new places are also emerging out, like Mewat, Bharatpur, Mathura. All these are just becoming the new places where this type of crimes are now being committed. So it means that if you are relying on the police department, so maybe your money is not getting, it will not get from the government pocket. So it means that you have to be aware about how to stop this type of fraud. Okay, याद रखिए, possibilities are there. I'm also getting this type of calls. I'm also getting the links to just click on those links. But if you are aware, then definitely you are much more safe. So you have to be safe. And you don't need to provide these 4 vital informations to anyone. तो आपको अपनी सेफ्टी खुद करनी है. आपके बहुत सारे अकाउंट्स हैं, because everybody is now working on the net banking, working on the Paytm mobile wallet or the UPI wallet or the Google wallet, Google Pay wallet. All these things are there. So आपको अपनी सेफ्टी करनी, then you will be safe over here. Okay. So again, the social networking sites are a platform from where you get all these illegal informations or all these illegal links. So आपको ध्यान रखना है, whenever you are getting the informations from your Twitter account, in your Instagram account, or in your Facebook account, in your WhatsApp account, you don't need to click on that particular link. Acha, can you just tell me what is shortened link? Short link. What is that link? Have you heard about this short, SHORT, short link? Yes, anybody? Short link.
To create and share branded links with customer.
Okay. Sure. Short link means the facility by which your full furnished URL become a short URL. So that is very easy to share with anybody. And the minus point of the short link is whenever you get this short link, you are not able to find. Please mute your microphone. Whoever is having a unmute microphone, please mute your microphone. So whenever you get this short link, you will not be aware about the actual server from where this particular link is coming out. So whenever we just go on the, we just click on the link. Whenever we click on the link, we check the URL as well. We check about the server from where this particular link is coming, is transferring. So in URL, in short URL, you don't, you will not be aware about ये link में server क्या है, और आप सब click करके इसको आप आगे बढ़ाने की कोशिश करते हैं. This is the very the sad pattern for the youngsters. वो इस चीज को check नहीं करते हैं कि shortened URL में जो domain है वो किसका है, क्या domain जो show किया जा रहा है. And this is the very easy method to involve you in committing the crime. You will become a victim over there. So just make a habit. You will not click on the short link. If you want that link, if you want the details of that link, just copy that link. And lots of online tools are there, online sites are there, where you will get the detail of that shortened link. Unshortened.me, unshortened.me is the website. अगर आप उसमें क्लिक पेस्ट करेंगे इस शॉर्टन लिंक को, तो वो आपको फुल फर्निश यूआरएल दे देगा, and then you can understand whether the clickable link is a legal link or it is a illegal link. तो आपको थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा कि शॉर्टन लिंक को क्लिक ना करें. First of all, you just take care about the shortened link, check the details of that shortened link, and then you can use according to your need. And another thing is lots of Android apps are there who are having viruses, or in recent culture you can say who are having the malware programs, malware softwares over there. So malware is malicious softwares are there. So we having a habit that if I just get a very good Android app, without checking the genuineness of that particular app, we try to install that app, and you don't know whether that app is a legal app or that app is a illegal app. So ध्यान रखिएगा, बहुत कुछ होता है, ऐसा बहुत होता है. I got the information, the reports from the other side, from the victim side, that sir, I haven't used or share my information to anybody. I haven't used this particular card in any of the ATM machine, even though this crime has been committed with me. What could be the reason? The reason could be this thing also, because you are sharing your credit card number or PIN number in your mobile phone, in your notepad of your mobile phone, and lots of Android apps are there who are not genuine Android apps. So whenever you use these Android apps or whenever you install these Android apps, these Android apps normally take care about your storage area and the notepad area, and wherever they want to get the information, they transfer those particular vital information to the hacker's side on the other side of this Android. And they just use these informations to perform the online shopping or perform the offline shopping, whatever the facilities are there with the hacker side, they just try to use those particular information. And the online shopping is also known as card not present shopping, CNP shopping. So in online shopping, you don't need to physically put the credit card or debit card to the online shopper. You have to only use the information, PIN number, your expiry number, and if all these numbers are with the person, with the hacker, with the fraudster, that person can go on the online shopping very easily. So these informations are coming out from your mobile phone with the help of this type of Android apps. Okay, so there's a thumb rule. Whenever our Android app having a less than 5 MB space, storage app is there, or size of the app is less than 5 MB. You have to take utmost care whenever you install this type of apps, because आप भी जानते हैं और हम भी जानते हैं कि 5 MB में एक ऐप बनाना इज नॉट ए इजी टास्क. आप उसमें 5 MB में क्या स्टोर करेंगे, क्या आप उसमें सर्विसेज देंगे, it's really a very difficult task. So whenever you install a less than 5 MB app, then you have to take utmost care, and you have to take utmost care when you give the permission to access your gallery, to access your contact list, to access your SMSs. ये आपको ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा. आप permissions देते हैं और ये सब permissions दे देते हैं, and that the server will gain the access of your mobile phone as well. So with the help of this type of information, or with the help of this type of mechanism, the fraudsters take the information from your mobile phone and use whatever, however that person wants to use that information. Okay. Okay. Now another way of making the crime or cyber crime with the help of this type of information. Okay.
Participants, please mute yourself.
Can anybody tell me about what is the problem with this address proof? Is there any problem with this address proof? First of all, just please let me know. Whenever you just go for issuing a SIM, let's suppose, so that person, the vendor, wants some identity proof from your side. You give the photocopy of I card or Aadhaar card or your voter card, whatever you identity proof is there. You just give this information to the vendor. Okay. So what is the problem in this type of cards? If there is a problem, please let me know. If there's no, if they're not having any problem, it's okay. बताइए.
I think there is a problem changing the pictures here, photo identity.
Changing the photo identity means?
Yeah. We can copy scan this ID card, and we can put other copy into that same place actually.
Okay. So it means if
it is the date of birth is there, they can use, sir.
Date of birth is there. Okay. But whenever you give the ID card to the vendor, each and everything is there. You cannot just delete the information. You cannot delete your name, or your mother's name, your father's name, or your date of birth. आप कुछ delete नहीं कर पाते हैं वहाँ पर. So you are very much bound with the procedure to give this photocopy of the I card to the vendor. You cannot delete any of the information from this photocopy of I card.
Yeah, they cannot delete, but they can use the whitener. And they can write the same part in front. That then they can use that technology.
Okay. Any other issue with this card, with this address proof, with this I proof?
Morphology also there, no?
No, morphology is not there. Nothing is there. I'm just asking with respect to common person, what precautions that person must take whenever the customer provide their I card or address to the vendor. Now this is the one of the photocopy which I just got from somebody else, and I just found some problems in this photocopy. I just want to know what is the problem with this photocopy. Yes.
So the serial number is not appropriately mentioned, I guess.
Serial number.
Or you have just hidden it.
Which serial number? There may be card number as well. Unique card number could be there. Okay, unique card number there. But whenever you have to give the address proof or I proof, everything must be visible. अगर आप कुछ भी चीज में से आप मतलब डिलीट करते हैं, आप डिलीट कर ही नहीं सकते because you are giving the photocopy of original proof. So you cannot delete any information from this machine or from this card. So whatever is written in this card, in this proof, each and everything will be in the custody of the vendor. You cannot delete anything. I am just omitted all the things from here because the security purpose from the privacy person. I don't want to just reveal the information of that particular the voter person. The thing is, the problem with this card is, first of all, whenever you transfer, you share your cards, your proofs with your WhatsApp or with the social networking site, definitely one of the participants has told us a very perfect information or perfect reply that this particular photocopy or this particular address proof, this particular scan copy can be used by the recipient multiple times. If the recipient is not our genuine person, the person can use the scan copy multiple times. तो होता भी ऐसा ही है. लॉकडाउन के समय में बहुत से कस्टमर्स ने अपनी इंफॉर्मेशन को व्हाट्सएप नंबर पे ट्रांसफर किया टू द वेंडर, क्योंकि कुछ उनको पर्सनल इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए थी, कुछ उनको अपनी डॉक्यूमेंट्स चाहिए थे और उन्होंने इसको स्कैन करके भेज दिया. Now that copy of that address proof or proof remains with the person or recipient throughout his life. और उसको वो कहीं पर भी यूज कर सकता है. So what care you have to take whenever you transfer your proof to the person, to the recipient, always sign or attest this address proof I proof in cross manner. You have to sign in cross manner. It means some of the sign of yours must come on the photocopy, and then some of the part of sign must come on the plain part of the photocopy. Okay. अब मान लीजिए मैं आपसे कहूँ जैसे इस पिक्चर में साइन किया गया है, तो the self attestation part is, if I just can check, the self attestation part is vary from this actual photo or actual this voter card. ये जो पार्ट है आपको काफी दूर रखा गया. So the vendor, the recipient can cut this particular part, this self-attestation part from this particular photo and can use this photo for any illegal purpose. This is a real problem. And whenever you sign on this photo card or this address proof, must sign on a crossed manner, and you have to write the purpose of this particular card. Why you are just giving this address to the vendor? So let's suppose if you're just you just provide this card to the vendor for issuing a SIM, you have to write self-attest and sign it, right, for the purpose of issuing a SIM of Airtel, Vodafone, जो भी कंपनी का प्लेयर है, on what date you have to write the date. But लेकिन जो भी आप लिखेंगे वो क्रॉस्ड मैनर में लिखे, जैसे कि आप लोग चेक पे अकाउंट पे ये क्रॉस करते हैं, वैसे आपको क्रॉस लिखना पड़ेगा. And then this address proof will become a safer address proof to you as well. Okay. And whenever you just transfer your card, scan copy of a card on the social networking public platform, आपको तब भी एक काम करना पड़ेगा. First of all, you take the photocopy of that card, then sign it and sign it on that card, write the purpose and date, and then again scan the card and send to the vendor and send to the recipient, so that the recipient or receiver cannot use your card multiple times in different purposes. This is a real problem. I have seen a lot of persons who are just transferring or floating this information or address proof or ID proof to the person on the social networking, to the recipient, to the vendor on social networking platforms or public platforms, without signing on the card and without providing the purpose of that particular card. और इस पार्ट को कहीं पर भी यूज किया जाता है. तो जामतारा वगैरह में यही सब चीजें ज्यादा हुई, बिकॉज दे आर इन टच विद द मोबाइल शॉप्स, क्योंकि जहां पर सिम्स कार्ड मिल रहे हैं वहां पर इस तरह के इश्यूज ज्यादा आते हैं, वहां पर वो कार्ड्स प्रूफ ज्यादा आते हैं और उन प्रूफ से वो मल्टीपल टाइम्स सिम्स को इशू करा लेते हैं. सो मेक अ हैबिट, whenever you have to give your photocopy of your address proof and ID proof, just to make a habit to sign and cross sign on that ID proof and address proof, and then you can submit this information to the vendor. Okay. Any question you want to ask? So I'm just keeping this slide because in the previous slide I was just giving you information that any person can be the victim of this type of frauds. So you have to make a habit that you don't need to share those 4 informations which I have told you earlier. Okay. So what is the common myth about the cyber fraud or plastic fraud or financial fraud? So first of all, the first myth is you just think that it would not happen to me. आपको लगता है और आजकल ये भी लगता है हमें कि कोरोना जो है वो हमारे साथ नहीं होगा और आप अपने को बहुत एक्टिवली आप पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं इन द पब्लिक प्लेटफॉर्म्स. ओके, सो just be secure, be safe, and think that it could happen to you also. So if you just having a feel that it could happen to you also, then definitely you are safe. अगर आप ये सोचते हैं कि it would not happen to me, you are very much unsafe. तो ध्यान रखिएगा, it would not happen to me if it is the myth with you. So change this myth, reverse the myth, and then you will be safe. And you think that it's not a big deal because I am the computer science guy, I am the computer science computer expert. So it's not a big deal. If it happens, then I can recover all the data from this machine as well. Again, the person is not. Now we have our controls in place. We have taken care about all the controls. We have taken care about all the information. We have taken care about all the cautions. Then we are safe. No, we are not safe. You have to take all the cautions. You have to take all the controls. If let's suppose if I just say you don't use the credit card of the plastic card in ATM. आप पैसा निकालते नहीं है कार्ड से, आप बैंक में जाके पैसा डेबिट करते हैं, मनी डेबिट करते हैं. So you think that I am safe? No, because you are storing your account number in your mobile wallet, in your mobile phone, and in your mobile phone you are not installed anti-malware program, anti-spyware program. So any person can hack your mobile phone if you have installed a very illegal Android app. तो वो पर्सन आपकी इंफॉर्मेशन वहां से निकाल के उसको यूज कर लेगा. तो आपको ध्यान रखना है, you don't need to share your password, your OTP, your PIN number, your CVV number in your mobile phones. If you are just sharing or if you are storing the mobile phone information in the mobile phone, you have to use the anti-malware programs in your system, in your mobile phones. Okay, and again the other thing is, आपकी इंफॉर्मेशन मान लीजिए मैं कहूँ कि एंड्रॉइड मोबाइल फोन से नहीं निकलती, लेट्स सपोज मान लीजिए हम भी मानते हैं, आप भी मानते हैं कि नहीं निकलती है, बट व्हाट इज द चांस ऑफ गेटिंग स्टोलन योर मोबाइल फोन? क्या कितना चांस है, कोई बताएगा? आपके मोबाइल फोन को स्टोल होने में, लॉस होने में चांसेस कितने हैं? क्या मैं कहूँ 0%? It can be stolen. It can be stolen. आप बात कर रहे हैं मोबाइल फोन, रोड पर बात कर रहे हैं, आपको फोन चोरी हो सकता है. But the thing is, if I just ask you another question, how much your WhatsApp account and Facebook account in your mobile phone? अगर मैं आपसे एक चीज पूछता हूँ, let's suppose your mobile phone has been stolen, तो आपका WhatsApp account कितना सेफ है? आपके Facebook account कितना सेफ है? So what could be your reply? Please respond. Can anybody respond me why your WhatsApp account is not safe?
Participants, you can unmute yourself to give the answers.
Okay, in other words, if I just ask you, have you a habit of logging off your WhatsApp account, your Facebook account, or your mail account from your mobile phone? आप लोग में से कितने लोग इन सर्विसेज को यूज करने बाद में लॉग ऑफ कर देते हैं?
कोई नहीं करता है.
कोई नहीं करता. So it means that I think I'm not getting the reply on chat box as well. Never. So can you think that your mobile phone having a I should say atom bomb of your information. अगर ये फोन चोरी हो जाए, स्टीलिंग हो जाए, कोई स्टोर कर ले इस फोन को, तो आपकी पूरी इंफॉर्मेशन जो है वो बाहर निकल के चली जाती है. And the hacker, the fraudster, the thief can use a WhatsApp account, your account, your mail account, to circulate some illegal information to your contacts. This is the real problem, big problem. So you must have the habit to log off from all these accounts when you complete your work. But unfortunately, WhatsApp account is not having a logout facility if you are using in a mobile phone. Then what is the method to secure a WhatsApp account? Always use these type of accounts or services where logout facility is not available. Put in a app lock. Put under the app lock. Fingerprints method must be there whenever you want to unlock the information or unlock this type of apps. So जहां पर भी log off नहीं है, बहुत सारे ऐसे information जहां log off नहीं होते, तो आपको उनको app lock के अंदर रखने चाहिए. Make a habit to create app lock for certain folders, so for certain applications where log off facility is not given. Okay, I think Arjun Chauhan wants to ask some questions. Please, yes.
Yeah, so I have one question that you said that certain apps, they don't have the logout facility, just per se, we can say WhatsApp as well. And then you said that we can use certain apps which can, have that pin locking of facility with that. But how far are those app locks or whatever we can say that, how far are they secure? I mean, we are putting one thing under the another for the security purpose. Then, but how far is that particular app secured? Is it more secure than those, or what is?
Okay. Your nice questions you have asked in this platform. Actually, lots of apps are there. A very nice question. Lots of apps are there. So, which apps is most secure in comparison to the other apps? This is the real question. So, for that, I just want to know. I just want to give the information. 2 or 3 apps are there which are normally given by the NIC or CERT-In. Have you heard about the name of CERT-In? CERT-In, CERT-In?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
CERT-In is an organization or cyber organizations of NIC of Indian government. So they have released 2 or 3 app locks in their site, on the website. I'm not recalling the name of those apps over there. But so if you just go through with the CERT-In site, CERT-In, CERT stands for Computer Emergency Response Team or Cyber Emergency Response Team. So IN stands for India. So this is the government site where the information about the app locks is given. So first thing, you can just go through this site and then get the information about the app locks, number 1. Number two, whenever you want to install any type of app, including this app locks, first of all, you have to be aware about the manufacturer or developer of that particular application. Number 2, okay? If the manufacturer or developer of that particular application or app is not clearly mentioned on the Play Store or Google Store, then 102% you don't need to install that app. Remind this word. अगर उस पर्टिकुलर ऐप का मैन्युफैक्चरर डेवलपर नहीं है तो आपको वो ऐप इंस्टॉल नहीं करना, चाहे वो किस तरह के भी ऐप लॉक हो, कितना भी सिक्योर ऐप लॉक हो. नंबर 2. Number 3, if a manufacturer is there, developer is there, but the size of the app is less than 5 or 6 MB, don't need to use that particular app. Try to use the app whose size is more than 30-40 MB. एक ये कुछ प्रैक्टिकल आपको मैं बता रहा हूँ जो नॉर्मली कुछ रिसर्च करके निकाले गए. So 20, 30, 40 MB apps are there, and those particular apps are not getting the permissions from your site. This is the 4th point. A lot of apps are there who are not requesting to give the permissions to use that contact list, the gallery, the SMSs in your mobile phone. If those informations are not getting from your site, from that getting that to that manufacturer or developer of that application, that app is totally secure. आप उन एप्स को यूज कर सकते हैं. सो नॉर्मली ऐप लॉक्स अगर आप इंस्टॉल कर रहे हैं तो ऐप लॉक्स कभी भी आपसे ये इंफॉर्मेशंस नहीं पूछेंगे. अगर वो आपसे कॉन्टैक्ट लिस्ट की इंफॉर्मेशंस लेना चाह रहे हैं और आपने उनको डिनाई कर दिया, even though after denying the request, even though that app lock is running, perfectly running, it's okay, no issue at all. वो गैलरी की परमिशंस आपसे नहीं ले रहे हैं, it's okay, very much good, excellent things they are just doing. So it's okay, perfectly right. So आपको ये चीज देखनी है. And fifth point is, whenever you install an app, now the inbuilt feature is there in each and every mobile phones or in the operating system. I think from Android 11 or for MIUI 11 onwards, they are checking the genuineness of this app, of the installed app. So when you install the app, the Android operating system checks the genuineness of that app. If genuineness is okay, you can install that particular app. But mind one thing, किसी भी ऐप को आपको परमिशंस नहीं देनी है. ऐप लॉक, स्पेशली ऐप लॉक को कोई भी परमिशंस आपको नहीं देनी है. अगर वो विदाउट परमिशंस, दैट ऐप इज रनिंग परफेक्टली फाइन, दैट ऐप इज ओके. You can use that particular app without any fear. So this is the procedure or the precautions you have to take whenever you use for any installing any Android app over there. Okay, so yeah.
These app locks are able to stop the physical access, or remote logins also able to stop?
No, I'm not getting a point. Can you just
so actually like Facebook, WhatsApp, whatever the apps are there, these apps related app will be able to be physical lock, right? Screen locking, kind locking able. Any employee want to remotely like
can you repeat the question, because your voice was very jerky right now. It was some problems were there. Yeah,
yes,
please repeat.
Yeah, I do again.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My doubt is so these whatever we are using the social media or social networking apps, which apps related we want to protect by using the app locks, what you said. So app locks are nothing but it's try to giving the physical control by using the lock system. So the authenticated person only able to unlocking. It may be biometric or it may be password or PIN. But if the remote executor, if he able to accessing the same device by using the some kind of like QR code jacking or click jacking techniques, in this process, how physical our app lock able to block it?
Okay. So actually app lock is not blocking, it's not just like a firewall. Whatever the problems you are just discussing over here, it seems like that your firewall, you just want applications which normally stop the illegal access from the remote logins. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So these app locks are not the firewalls. App locks only the applications which try to put the password on your folder, on your application
screen. Yes, is my physical screen. Yeah.
Is a physical, you can say, the barrier on a particular application. Okay, so it means that the fraudster, the hacker, can enter into a system, into a mobile phone. Okay, once that person enter into a mobile phone, that person wants to gather the information from your let's go notepad, from your application. But once you put the app lock on that particular notepad or application, that fraudster, that hacker cannot enter into that particular application. No, so if you want to just stop the remote login, or if you just want to stop the illegal entry into your system, then you have to use the anti-malware or anti-spyware software into your mobile phones.
My concern is that one only. Physically, you may be through remote desk, like any desk or like kind of these times he will able to stop by this app lock. But when the intruder was entered, he directly go to the file system where he can able to access like he can directly penetrating into the application, and he want to capture something, he can able to capture. But so like what you
for that you have to use the anti-malware programs. As I told you that the person, the fraudster, the hacker can enter into the system because of your fault only. because you have given the permissions to that person with the help of some contact list address approach is there, access is there, or gallery approach is there, access is there. So you have given the link to that person. If you are not giving any permission to that person to get into your mobile laptop, mobile phones, then that person cannot enter into your mobile phones without your permission.
Yes.
So be aware that आपके घर में आपके बिना, आपके without permission cannot enter the person. चाहे कितना भी वो बड़ा person हो, वो आपके permissions के बिना आपके घर में नहीं आ सकता है. So if you are giving the information by any means, so that is a problem. Now I just share one thing with you. How many of you are have installed the Truecaller into your mobile phone?
Pardon, sir?
How many of you have installed a Truecaller in your mobile phone? I think
actually I don't use it. Yes, sir. Many people are using.
So I think 99% the population of the mobile phones is not using a Truecaller. And I'm just giving a very bold the statement over 99%.
Many people are exploiting. Yes, true.
Yeah. So the problem is that problem kahan hoti hai? How your information is coming out from your mobile phone. So the person, if you just save your credit card or debit card information in a mobile phone. Now, what could be the probable ways to snatch your information from a mobile phone? This is one of the method. So Truecaller is also just mind my words here. Truecaller is also gaining the access of your SMSs. Whenever you get an OTP number, Truecaller read that particular SMS and give you OTP number in very bold letter, in bold words, or in bold format, in bold font. आपको पता है SMSs वो read कर रहा है Truecaller?
Yes, sir. Agreed.
So just think that whenever you get a SMS from your bank, whenever you go over the transaction, where you commit a transaction on the ATM machine, you get a SMS that your account has been debited by 10,000 rupees at this moment, at this location, from this location. Now this SMS coming out in your mobile phone. Now lots of SMS readers are there, including Truecaller, जो कि आपके SMS को read कर रहे हैं. And just think about that. If you have a illegal link of the hacker or fraudster, and that particular link check your SMS. Now, this particular information about the SMS or information about the ATM machine, about your bank account, has been transferred into the fraudsters. Now, first of all, fraudster wants the information from your side that which is the active account of you and which account having the more money. Okay, उसको एक profit चाहिए. So वो चाहता है कि at one shot, in a single shot, I can snatch the maximum money from your pocket. So for this reason, the fraudster first of all wants the appropriate bank account which having a more money, and that particular account has maximum transaction with the help of credit card or debit card. So how that person can get this information? With the help of your SMS readers. So that person will send you a link, will send you an application, please install this application, and give the access to read your SMSs. You have given the access to read the SMSs, and whenever you are getting SMS, that SMS information is also going towards the fraudster. A fraudster is comparing how many accounts you have. When you go to the ATM machine, when you get maximum money from your account, from your ATM card, so all this information is coming to the fraudster side. And with the help of this information, the fraudster takes a decision when I can get your vital information of the credit card or debit card. How your information can be coming to the fraudster side with the help of some technology. So all these things are there. So it means that your mobile phone जिसको आप यूज कर रहे हैं, उसमें जो एप्लीकेशंस आप यूज कर रहे हैं, जो आपने परमिशंस दी हैं, वो बहुत सेंसिटिव इंफॉर्मेशन आपकी बाहर ट्रांसफर कर रहे हैं. So you must be very much aware about if that particular application is not required to use a contact list. never allow that applications to use your contact list. Actually, होता क्या है कि whenever you install an application, in one shot you give all the permissions without checking. If I'm not giving this information or this permission to the application or app, what happens? आप check नहीं करते क्या होगा कि अगर मैं application नहीं दूँ, ये permissions नहीं दूँ. But what you want your ease, and you give all the permissions in one shot. Whether that information is required to the server or to the application is or not, आप उसको पूरी permission दे देते हैं, और यही हमारी problems है. So ध्यान रखिए, you have to take utmost care whenever you install any application. Please check the nature of that application. If that applications, you think that this application is not required to access my contact list, to access my SMSs, then don't need these permissions to that particular application. लेकिन हमारी प्रैक्टिस इस तरह की नहीं होती और हम लोग एप्लीकेशंस को पूरी परमिशन दे देते हैं. एंड इफ यू गिव द परमिशन, ये आपकी वाइटल इंफॉर्मेशन जो होंगी जो आपने स्टोर की नोटपैड पे, वो निकल के सब बाहर चली जाती हैं. कुकीज आर आल्सो देयर जो किस तरह के प्रॉब्लम्स क्रिएट कर. ओके, सो एनी क्वेश्चन? So let's come to the other side. I think time is running short. So मैं थोड़ा सा एक आपको वेबसाइट दिखाना चाह रहा था. Okay. I am escaping all this information here. Just now, what happens in ATM machines? आप ATM machines पे जाते हैं, you go to the ATM machines and just for just debiting the money, but you never check the situation on at that particular ATM machine. What's the meaning of situation? Have you checked where that CCTV camera is placed? Well, whether that CCTV camera is taking your picture or your fingerprints, your finger movement pictures. आप ये check नहीं करते. You should be a practice कि जो CCTV camera है, that CCTV camera must focus on your face, not your fingers movement. It means कीपैड पर उसकी इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं होनी चाहिए, उसका फोकस नहीं होना चाहिए. It must be on your face only. So if that ATM machine or ATM campus or ATM premise having a CCTV camera which is not just taking the pictures of your finger movement or your keypad, then you I think you immediately come out from that ATM machine and can search for another ATM premise. Second thing is, whenever you insert ATM card on the card reader, first of all, you just make a habit to pull out that particular card reader. Maybe some skimmer is there. So if you just check on the left side picture, this is a plastic skimmer is there. So this plastic skimmer is a detachable device which is being placed by the fraudster to get your information from your ATM card, okay, or your debit card. So first of all, you make a habit to that particular card skimmer. If it is easily pulling out, then you don't need to use that ATM premise. Number 3, you have to check this keypad as well. You have to check this keypad as well. So first of all, you just try to pull out any of the key from this keypad. If it is pulling out very easily, it means somebody has placed a fake keypad in on this particular actual keypad. So that keypad can have some chips over there or microchip over there, which normally store your keypad activities at that particular chip. And this chip microchip is known as keylogger. This device is known as keylogger. So keylogger, what this keylogger does? This keylogger enters your key activities or finger activities, which is not pressing. Your keys are not pressing these keys over there. This keys activity in the same sequence in which the keys are pressing over here. And then after you come out from the ATM, the fraudsters enter into the ATM machine and pull out this keylogger and get your information, or get your keypad or get your PIN number from this keypad, from this keylogger very easily. So now that particular fraudster or financial fraudster having your information because of this schemer, what is your CVV number, what is your the credit card or ATM card number, or what is the expiry date, or what is the other things are there, or what is the address of you. So all this information has been stored in this schema, and the PIN number is coming out with the help of this keylogger. So this is a real problem. So make a habit whenever you go to your ATM machine, make a habit to check the orientation of the CCTV camera. Make a habit to pull out the schema or card reader. Make a habit to pull out this keypad over there. And the fourth is that whenever you come out after transactions from your ATM machines, before that you place some random keys over here. Because in some of the situation or some incident, powder was there, और उस पाउडर जब आप क्लिक करते हैं आप कीपैड्स को, तो पाउडर पे इंप्रेशंस आ जाते हैं, तो उनको भी वो इंप्रेशंस को भी वो जो फ्रॉडस्टर से वो वहां से ले लेता है. So just make a habit to just press the random keys after completing your transactions. So ये कुछ अपनी एक बेस्ट प्रैक्टिसेस हैं जो कि हमें वहां पर यूज करनी चाहिए. Now, if that person gets your information, if your person that get your information, now what fraudster use? Yeah. Yes.
Again, sorry to disturb you, sir. If actually in 2019 December, the last date has given by RBI regarding, instead of using the magnetic stripe related credit cards or debit cards, now they converted into EMV cards as we are using now.
Yeah.
So these EMV foods are what they're saying is a foolproof for the skimmers. So still, is it happening these right?
Yes.
Kind of
Yes.
frauds?
Okay. What is the full form of EMV? Have you heard about this EMV? What is the full form of EMV? What is the full form? देखिए, whenever a new technology is coming out or comes out, the fraudsters also having one step ahead of this technology, and they have a very well software over there to get the information from the EMV chip as well. EMV chip क्या है? एक स्टोरेज डिवाइस ही तो है जहां पर आपकी इंफॉर्मेशन को स्टोर किया जा रहा है और वो इलेक्ट्रॉनिकली स्टोर भी हो जा रही है. बट EMV full form is, it's not any electronic magnetic things are there, is not there. EMV stands for, E stands for Europay, M stands for MasterCard, and V stands for Visa.
Visa.
Yeah. So Europay, Master, and Visa. These three companies have just developed a secure, so-called secure method to store your information on the credit or debit card, and that's why this technology is known as EMV technology. Okay. So things are there. I am not saying that it is not secure. It is secure, but somehow your information can be come out from this EMV chips, EMV credit cards over there.
Yes, sir. There is a attacks is there.
Yes.
Earlier we had the skimming attacks to shimming attack. Now EMV cards are vulnerable to shimming attack. Actually, it has happened before it come to India. Canada and Australia is more vulnerable to the shimming attacks, sir. Yeah.
It is very much possible. It is not happening. It is again happening. So, but the thing is, देखिए, अब ये चीज़ आपने बता दिया कि ये होता है. अब now the great concern is a person or fraudster only wants those informations which are publicly available on the open platform, like your 16-digit card number, your expiry date, month, your name, and your CVV number. That's all. Okay, these informations are there. Now the fraudster use this information to clone the card. That's all. The problem is with the cloning the card. So if these information are with the fraudster, that person can clone the card with the help of some hardware or some devices over there, और card clone करने के बाद में वो उसको use करना शुरू कर देगा. So होता क्या? आपकी information चली गई उस fraudster के पास में. Now whenever you go for the transactions at the ATM machine for doing the transaction, the fraudster is now following you. And if you are not able to use your card, then fraudster will come to your site and say, "Sir, may I help you?" You just say, "Yes, you can." If you are an old digit person, then definitely you can use. You just say you can. And in between this process of transaction, the fraudster change the card. उसके पास में नया कार्ड आ गया, जेन्युइन कार्ड आ गया, और आपका जो कार्ड था वो आपने उसने आपको दे दिया, because you have given all this information to the fraudster, your name, your date of birth, all these things, your expiry date, all these information are with the fraudster. तो उसने कार्ड क्लोन करके वो आपको उसको दे दिया. तो ये एक मेथड है करने के लिए. But on the other side, अब फ्रॉडस्टर जो है वो किसी को हार्म नहीं करना चाहता, okay, but that person wants to do some fraud, that person wants to do some online shopping, that person wants to do some offline shopping over there. So how is it possible with the help of some fake information? So I'm skipping the details about this credit card number, but there's a one algorithm which is known as Loon algorithm. This is the Loon algorithm, LUHN, Loon algorithm. So actually what happens in this 16-digit card number, if you just check the format of this card number, the first number shows about the system number. System number means what is the purpose of this card. If it is a MasterCard, then Visa card, it will be 4. If it is a MasterCard, it could be 6. If it is a dining card, it could be 2. If it is a traveler card, it could be 1. So this number says about the nature of that particular card. The next 6 digits tell about the bank, issuer bank, who issued this card. Okay, so first number is fixed, next 6 numbers are fixed. Afterwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These 8 numbers are your account number in that particular bank. So these 8 numbers are important. And the last digit is a checksum digit, which checks the integrity of this or validity of this particular 15 digits. If the operations perform these 15 digits gives a check digit number, then this card number is legal number. So can you just think about this this process? Whenever you enter your credit card or debit card number in online shopping, immediately this particular shopping site, online shopping site tell you that this card number is not legal or genuine. वो कैसे चेक करता है? Within a second, that particular card or shopper's site will tell you whether the card number is genuine or it is an illegal number. That the website will check with the help of this Loon algorithm. Now, this particular Loon algorithm check the check digit number, given check digit number, and the calculated check digit number. If these 2 numbers are same, then it is a legal number, legal card number. If it is not same, it is an illegal card number. So this way, the Loon algorithm checks about this information. Okay, so this is a working of this Loon algorithm, how it is now working. So first of all, you have a 16-digit numbers. Okay, so drop the last number because this is a checksum number. Now you have a 15-digit numbers over here. Reverse the digit. First will become the last 15th number, and last 15th number will become a first number over here. Then multiply the odd position by 2. 1, 3, 5, 7, and so on will be multiplied by number 2, and you will get the new series of the numbers over here. Now, in this series, if number is more than 9, then subtract 9 from that number, and you will get another new series over here. So this is a 10 minus 9, 1, 18 minus 9, 9, 16 minus 9, 7, 16 minus 9, 7, and so on. So you will get a new series of your 15 numbers over here. Then add all these 15 numbers. हमने यहाँ पे add किया. Now after adding, it is now coming out at 85. So in this particular number, the unit position will be the checksum digit number. If this unit number is matched with the 16th number of a credit card or ATM card, then your number is valid and legal. So it means that the online shopping website is not contacting your credit card company for checking the legality of the credit card number. Because their website is checking out with the help of Loon algorithm. If its number is okay, then it will proceed for the next information. Otherwise, it will give you it is an illegal number. So this is very much important Loon algorithm over there to check the validity of that particular number or credit card number. Now, I'm just going on the live demo of your cloning of the card. कैसे ये काम करता है, कैसे आपकी informations को ये check करता है, वो आपको show करता हूँ. Anybody wants to ask any question? Okay. Okay, so this is the site. It is known as prepostseo.com. This is the site, prepostseo.com. So I'm using a free version of this facility. So paid version is also there. So if you just use the paid version, you will get lots of information, valid and legal information. So in this particular website, you can generate a legal credit card number. Number one, you can generate a fake address, because in EMV machines or EMV credit card, in that particular chip, your address is also stored. Some of the users normally feel that कि address हमारा credit card, debit card पे कहीं लिखा नहीं हुआ है, तो address की इतनी जरूरत नहीं होती है. But when you put or insert your credit card or debit card in a machine, in a card scheme or in a card reader machine, that particular machine first of all verify your address, whether address is there or not. So whenever a person clone your card, that person required the 16-digit number, number one, number two, your address, and number three, all the information regarding to commit this particular transaction. So first of all, we will generate a credit card over here, or the 16-digit number over here. So for that, the site is there, prepostseo.com. And now in this particular part, you can generate a Visa card, you can generate a MasterCard, JCB card, American Express card, whatever the card you want, you can generate the information about that particular card. So Visa card, I'm just choosing a Visa card. Randomly expiry month will be there. It will be show the expiry month and expiry year over there. And you will get the CVV number as well. And you will get the option of 5 cards, such card over here. I have just click on the generate button. Now these 5 cards are there. So each and every information given in this card is legal. This card number is legal. This CVV number is legal. This card expiry is legal. All these information are legal. So first of all, in one instance, get the genuine information. उसको यहाँ information मिल गई. ये उसको clone का card cloning जब करेगा तो ये information उस पर write कर लेगा. अब जो second point है, वो point है कि fake address generate कैसे किया जाए. So fake address generator is there in the same site. आप यहाँ जाइए fake address generator में. And now lots of countries information is given. So you have to select the country. Because if you are just residing in India, so you require the information about the Indian citizens. Okay, if you just emboss or if you just clone a card with the foreign citizen, then definitely the person or the shopper will detect you and you will be under the suspicions. So it means जो भी आपको यहाँ पर country चाहिए उस country को आपको यहाँ पर choose करना पड़ेगा. So let's suppose I choose the Nepal citizens. I click on the generate. Now all the information about the Nepali citizen is given in this site over here. So ये जो information है वो information आपके उस जो magnetic strip जो आपकी EMV strip है या EMV chip है उसके अंदर जाके ये सब चीजें जो कि वो store कर दी जाएगी. So when you put your card on the card reader, the address is there. It will verify with the address. Now your address has been given the credit or debit card. So your card will pass first the verification part of phase over there. So यहाँ पर check हो गया. Second, अब credit card के जो आपका details थी या जो आपके एक number था वो वहाँ पर check किया जाएगा. वो भी legal क्योंकि आपने यहाँ पे generate किया हुआ है. Now your card has having a full-fledged legal card over there. So this is the problem. This is the thing by which a fraudster can clone your information. Okay. So I think I should stop the sessions here only. And unfortunately, I could not complete or cover that machine learning or the research part of this credit card prevention and detection. So maybe if I just get the opportunity to share my views about this research is now happening for this credit card or this financial fraud, I will definitely be with you. Any question you want to ask?
Thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing your valuable insights about these fraud detection techniques. It's indeed an informative and interactive session. We are so honored and privileged to have you amongst us. Now I'd request to participant if they have any query, then they can ask at this moment.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, it is very nice information for us. And usually I am the professor from Bangalore, and
Okay.
I'm paying my credit card bills and EMI through Bill Desk. Sometimes it is ECS is not done, so I'll
Okay.
go with the Bill Desk.
Hmm.
Whether it is okay or still we have facing any problems relating to this Bill Desk
No,
website.
it's okay. It's okay. BillDesk is a genuine server by which you can
sir.
just pay your money or just transfer your money online.
Sir.
So, like Secure Auth is there. Secure Auth is also a legal procedure or legal server by which you can just transfer your money online. BillDesk is also there. Two or three or four, I think 3 or 4 servers are there who are just providing or giving the facility to transact your money online. So it's okay. It's not an issue. Actually, you don't need to just concern with these the BillDesk like things are there. You have to rely on the server domain name.
Server domain. Yes.
Domain name. If let's suppose if I just tell you that you are just you have a credit card of, let's suppose, ICICI Bank. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Whenever you have to pay your bills, whenever you have to pay your credit card bills, always go always directly go to the bank site. Never click on the link which is coming in your mail IDs.
Yeah.
जब भी ऐसी information आती है तो आप you have to rely on the bank sites, because you know the actual name of the bank. Just type on the URL, click just type on the URL, click, then enter the URL, and then you will get the genuine bank website over there. Okay, so just make the habit to type by yourself the URL on the URL site and then use that services. So let's suppose somebody is asking, if somebody just telling you that this bank server is now going on the maintenance side and we required your information. So always says that don't worry about this information. I will just go to the website, and if the requirement is there, I will just put my requirement or my information to that in that particular website only.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you once again. Yes, please ask your question. Is there any query left? So now I would like to call Karan sir to give vote of thanks to Anurag sir.
Hello. So, Dr. Anurag Jainji, your talk was very wonderful, and I think participant got benefited, and they cleared the basic doubt about the fraud detection, how they can save their money if they are in skimming or phishing. So it was a really very interesting talk, and hope in future also you will provide your service. So thank you very
sir.
much, sir.
Thanks a lot for giving me opportunity to share my views here only. Thank you, sir.
So I request you, you share your PPT and you just fill that form.
Okay, no issue. I will send you.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot.
And now we'll take a short break of 5 minutes. And after that, I request you all to gather here after the same. Thank you.
Unmute video.
Hello, Monica.
Yes, sir.
I think sir has come.
Okay, okay.
And
I will
you
start,
just
sir.
introduce him, and then I will stop, and he will share his PPT. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
After that, I will be busy, and you just give the word of thanks and close the meeting. Okay. Then we will assemble again 2:30.
Okay, sir. So our next speaker for this session is Dr. Sushil Kumar, sir, from our school itself, School of Computer and System Science, JNU, New Delhi. So let me introduce you with Dr. Sushil Kumar, sir. His research interests include the area of vehicular cyber physical systems, Internet of Things, and wireless sensor networks. Sir has authored and co-authored over 80 technical papers in international journals and conferences. Sir is also supervising many doctoral theses in vehicular communication, energy efficiency of terrestrial sensor networks, and green and secure computing in Internet of Things. I consider it a great honor to welcome you, sir, and I request you to proceed over the session. Over to you, sir. Sushil, sir.
Okay, thank you, Monica, for inviting me to give a lecture on this research solution for cyber security. Okay, thank you. So, share. Okay, how to share? Monica, slide is visible?
Yes, sir, visible.
Okay. So should I maximize or it is okay?
Yes, sir, you can make it full screen.
Okay. Is it full screen? हमारे यहाँ तो हो नहीं रही है.
No, sir, it's not.
Okay, चलो मैं स्लाइड शो करता हूँ तब होगा शायद. स्लाइड शो from अब ठीक है?
Yes, sir, it's okay now.
Okay, चलिए. So I am giving a talk on research solution for cyber security. First, we understand the basic of cyber security. Then we'll start some futures direction for the research doing, whoever are doing cyber security in networks or information theory, or you can say in networking or IoT. So we'll cover one by one. So basically in the introductions, I'll cover what is cyber security and what is the information security, and cyber security basic objectives. I think those who have read this course knows the three basics concepts of the cyber security objectives and threat and vulnerabilities in the organizations. And basically I'll cover different types of cyber attacks. So basically today the various types of cyber attacks are there. So I'll cover the basics of the cyber attacks, and there are different types of the cyber criminals are there. So various categories are there. I'll give you a few examples of the cyber criminals and why cyber security is important. As you know that basically Nowadays, everybody is transmitting information from one place to another place using the internet. So you know the importance of the cyber security. Everybody has this online banking accounts or Paytm accounts. So you know why the cyber security is needed. Basically, physical security is, you know, the already importance of the security personal security guard. Similarly, in the computer science or information technologies, the importance of the cyber security is equally importance. What we can do, you have informations you want to transmit, okay? For what you can do for your information so that you can securely transmit it or keep the information in the database or any place. So what is the attack analysis and forecasting in the cyber security? So we'll give here we are coming to the future directions. There are many more areas in the cyber security. For example, you have a database. Okay. You want to distribute database over the various nodes. So you'll use, for example, blockchain. Blockchain is also a distributed database kind of things where data are securely stored on the different, you can say, fog node or nodes. Okay. Further, you can encrypt the data over the blockchains. So I'm not covering the blockchains. However, I will give you the basic idea. The research, what are the research challenges in the area of attack analysis and forecasting of the cyber securities. So use cases, we will discuss the prediction and forecasting in the cyber securities and basic methods. Basically, we classified discrete and continuous models and practical implication, what are the existing data sets and evaluation of the live networks, live data sets, deceptions and matrices. What matrices you will consider when you will make its own, you can say, this security methods. If you develop, if you are measuring the performances, so what matrices you will consider? Open and resolve problems, then conclusions. So cyber security, you can say that here we are concerning some information we are willing to transmit online. So basically security offered through online services to protect your online informations termed as a cyber security. Okay. So online we are discussing, you can define the cyber security in the other context also. So cyber security, basically cyber securities you can consider as a physical or technical or environmental, and also considers the regulation and compliance that has been made for the cyber security. So with the increasing amount of people getting connected to the internet, as you know that security threats cause the massive harm also are increasing also. Many numbers of people are connecting to the internet. So security is equally important. So what is the oldest or most common problem is nowadays? Detection and prevention of the malicious activity over the internet. Okay. So you know how you can define the informations. So information, you can say it is a valuable assets, like your important business assets or any valuable assets equal to the organization, consequently needed to be suitably protected. So you can say that information is very, very important. Information may be written on the papers, stored electronically, it may be video, it may be audio, or any you can say article or research paper published on the webs, or spoken in conversations and somebody has recorded, or any kind of informations, so that need to be protected. So this is known as information. So information may be created, may be stored, may be processed, may be transmitted, may be destroyed, so may be lost or may be stolen. That has to be appropriately protected. That is our objective in the cyber security. So what is the, you can say, main objective of the cyber security? Protection to ho gaya. So basically 3 widely concepts are known as a CIA trade. C for basically confidentiality and integrity and availability. So these 3 things, CIA trades, includes physical security as well as electronic security. So confidentiality basically prevent unauthorized access of the informations. So there is some informations, so you have to protect so that you can say attackers cannot read the informations. So integrity of the informations means informations must be suitably protected so that attacker cannot modify the information. Modification of information is deal with the, you can say it is the integrity of the information must be protected. So and availability, you have informations, you are accessing through the internet some informations. When you are accessing, you are not able to access, so information is not available while it is stored somewhere and you can access it. And so that availability basically concerned with the process where you need our information at the right time and anywhere you need. So it is always available. So it is, so these 3 things is known as CIA trade. So it is a basic objective of the cyber security. Everything is concerned with the information basically. So you understand first the confidentiality. So confidentiality deals with the preventing unauthorized reading of the information. So information cannot be accessed by unauthorized users, known as the confidentiality. For example, Bob have a saving accounts. Bob is only able to view, sorry. Hello. Busy in lectures. So Bob has the accounts. So confidentiality of the Bob account should be maintained so that Bob is only able to view the accounts and unauthorized people can't see the account information of the Bob. So for example, Alice has a bank. If some illegal person is able to see the account of a Bob, then Alice will face the legal problems if she is failed to protect the confidentiality of a Bob accounts. So bank account statements, you can say personal information, credit card information, trade secrets, government documents are some example of a sensitive information and must be suitably protected. So it is basically deal with the confidentiality. Integrity, you can say integrity means preventing or at least detecting the unauthorized writing so that unauthorized user cannot change or write over the data or over the informations is known as integrity. So integrity also suitably protected. For example, LS has a bank must protect the integrity of the account information to protect Ruby from saying increasing the balance or decreasing the balance in her accounts. So in a CI trade, integrity is maintained. Okay. So remain the unchanged during the storage, any stage, storage, transmission, usage, not involving the modification of the informations. Okay. So where the integrity is important or confidentiality is important. So it depends on the situation. For example, you have a account. So you basically access the ATM. So you see the balance, you take a slips, you see the balance, okay, my balance is okay, and okay, it is I expected it is equal. Okay. Now you leave the slips at the ATMs. So basically, you are more concerned about the this confidentiality and integrity. Okay, my account, my balance is okay, but you leave the slips somewhere in the ATMs. So anybody can see your balance. So you are not interested about the confidentiality of your accounts, but you are interested in the integrity. So it basically depends where the integrity is important, where is the confidentiality is important. So availability. So it is a situation where the information is available, where, when and where is rightly needed. So there is a famous attacks known as denial of services. Basically, this attacks क्या करता है basically? It reduces the access of the informations. Rather than denial of service attacks, data availability becomes the fundamental issues. So availability, so information must be available when and where it is needed. So denying the information, denying the access to the information becomes a common attacks nowadays. So you access your web, sometimes you access your accounts or some websites and that is not available. However, you can access because of the denial of service attacks, you are not able to access the informations. So how to, so what are the process and how to make the information available? So this is our equally important in the field of, you can say, network security. If you see the beyond the CIA, confidentiality, integrity, and availability, so there are two things you need to discuss: authentication and authorization. Authentication, you know that. So really authentication means, so authentication on a standalone computers, authentication over the networks. Standalone computers, you can say that you open the computers require the passwords that has to be verified. So authentication over a standalone computers needs a cryptography. Okay, password has to be protected, and and authentication over a networks open many kind of attacks requires carefully attention to the security protocols. So you are sending some information over the internet, over the networks. Information need to be protected. How to protect it? You basically encrypt the informations. Somehow the attackers read the informations, but he or she cannot be figure out, okay, or make the meaning of the text because it is already converted into cipher text. So where you cryptography is needed to provide the authentication of informations. Authorizations. You have a servers, you have a computers. Okay, only authorized users can access the computers or service. So basically you are providing some access rights to the users, known as the authorization. Simply authorization places a restriction on the action of the authentication users, providing the access. Since authentication and authorization both deal with the issue of the access to the resources. So there are various kind of access protocol are there. Nowadays, the famous ABE, attribute based encryption. This is also access protocol. Or you can see that various variant of ABE is nowadays available. बहुत सारे हैं, तो latest आ चुके हैं. I am discussing the very old kind of things. So next are threats and vulnerability. Threats, you can say that it is any object, person, or any kind of things, entity that basically damages to the organization's IT system or over the networks. Known as threats. Physical threats हो सकता है, आपका computer से भी threats हो सकता है. Vulnerability basically it is weaknesses in the organizations, IT systems, networks, and exploited by threats. So basically, for example, you are making a security protocols, but you leave some weaknesses. That is the vulnerabilities. so that attackers can guesses the keys or guesses your ciphertext known as vulnerabilities. So that vulnerability may be in your computer networks or maybe in a physical networks or in any organizations. So source of the threats are external hackers, maybe internal hackers, poorly trained persons. Okay. So you are developing a software with the poorly trained persons. So then you are making the security protocols and developing the security kind of things by the poorly trained persons. So some kind of weaknesses will be there. That is known as vulnerability. Example, you can say the system hackings, backdoor fraud, poor documentation, letter bombs, viruses, denial of services, malicious codes, bugs, etc. are the example of threat and vulnerabilities. Cyber attacks. The different kinds of cyber attacks are there. So it is basically malicious attempts using the digital technology known as cyber attacks. What is the impact of the cyber attacks? Basically, property loss or image or steal or alter the confidential information or data. So this is known as cyber attack. Different kinds of cyber attacks exist nowadays. These are the few. SQL injection is a very famous cyber attacks. Basically, web applications में होता है आपका software vulnerabilities, which is weaknesses in the softwares. Use a stolen credential, for example, passwords you can see stolen or login names. So login encryption keys. The strategic webs, compromise, bartering hole attacks, denial of service attacks also one kind of cyber attacks. Malware or ransom or using some viruses. Phishing spears. Social engineering by guesses, by the social kind of things, by your name, date of birth, or by the mobile numbers, known as the social engineering. Various kinds of cyber attacks are there. These are the old ones. Cyber criminals, those who is doing the cyber and this making the cyber attacks or making the viruses, known as the cyber criminal. Social engineers होते हैं. They're basically making the fraud calls. SPA officers, hackers are there, rug employees. You have a company, there is some kind of rug employees. Ransom artists, okay. They figures out by using your important personal informations. The cyber criminals. Why is the cyber security is important? Unauthorized access, basically malware, spyware limits our availability to protect the confidentiality of the data. So basically you provide the confidentiality, that is why the cyber security is important. Or malicious program can alter means integrity of data must be protected. So cyber criminals make the malicious programs that might alter your informations or data, destroying the integrity of data. So integrity has to be protected. That is why cybersecurity is important. So availability of a data. So denial of service attack can shut down a servers. Once server is shut down or network is congested, okay, then you are not able to access the data or informations, making system unavailable. So availability of informations is very, very important. So three things: CIA, confidentiality, integrity, and availability of informations. That has to be provided, and confidentiality, integrity must be protected. That is why the cyber security is important. So three basic objectives need to be fulfilled. So it is by the cyber security. And what is the impact of it? So impact means reputation loss. There is cyber attacks. You have a bank, there is cyber attacks, then your bank will lose the reputations. So your customers, basically, either you are not able to attack the customers, if existing customer may leave your bank. So what is the impact of this? there is a financial loss. Nobody will deposit the money in your bank. Okay. Intellectual property loss. Okay, you have some kind of documents that may be lost. Then you will face the legal problem. The cyber law is there. For example, you have a company or organizations and some persons leak the informations. Then you will face the legal actions. Loss of customer confidence. Yes, you are not information. If you are not suitably protected, you will loss of a customer confidence, and in business interruption cost also you will suffer. These are some important impact of if you don't provide the cyber security to the information. कर क्या सकते हैं? What can we do? First is security assessment. You have to identify the risk, identify the area of a risk, gaps. कहाँ पे हो सकती है risk? Identify the potential for security breaches and collapses. Where the security breaches are there, where the security collapses are there. Identify steps to mitigate, basically how to remove the breaches, collapses, and how to fulfill the risk. So security assessment is very important. Security applications, expert knowledge is required, trained person is required, hide and others kind of thing. So you develop the security application, security protocols. So don't apply the single layers. You need multi-layer approach. There is no single solutions. For example, you have a computer is suitably protected, so you need a passwords. Once your computer is connected to the internet, then you need some kind of, you can say, antiviruses. Further, you are sending information from one computer to another computers, then information needs to be encrypted. So you need some kind of encryption algorithms. Okay. So multi-layer approach you needed. ऐसा नहीं होगा कि you have only encryption algorithms, but your computer is open, anybody can access. This is the multi-layer approach. Policy and procedure you have to define for the security application. And security awareness, security training at all level, external or internal. So all of you users, you basically are the trained persons. Continuing education and awareness also needed, not in one-time source. So you cannot train users in one time. It is a continuing efforts is required for the security awareness. Make it part of a culture. Parts of a culture. So attack analysis and forecasting in cyber security. So it is a little bit technical parts. Need to examine what actually be predicted about the cyber security. Okay. So what do you want to predict about the cyber security? What are the obstacles that makes this problem hard? So you identify the obstacle. Okay. You want to predict. So attack, if there is an attack taking place, it is possible to predict its next steps. Attack is already there. So what is the attacker next step? You have to predict so that you will take care of, so that attackers is not able to do or execute the further steps. Estimate what the ultimate goal of the adversaries. So what is the ultimate goal? What the attacker wants, you have to predict. So which can also help the predicting adversary next move. So task is not to predict the attacks, but rather than forecast the situation in the whole networks. So your task is not to protect the individual computers. You have to protect the whole networks, known as the forecasting in the cyber security. So what are the research challenges? So I am discussing the one domains. There are many domains are there. Okay. So what can be predicted in the cyber security domain? Is the next move of the cyber of the adversaries? What are the attackers' next move? Appearance of the new attackers. If there is a new attackers, you cannot predict the next move. of cybersecurity situation from the global perspective. How usable are the prediction in the cybersecurity? Can they be used effectively mitigate the attacks or get prepared for the upcoming security threats? Okay. And how to evaluate the prediction in the cybersecurity? What metrics should be used? For example, you are so what metrics you will consider for evaluation the cyber securities? The times or some kind of attacks rates. So suitably you consider the metrics. It's sufficient to rely on evaluations using the data sets test bed. For example, you have a data set may be very old, or you have a test bed, or can be actual predictions, or you are applying your security predictions algorithm on a real or live networks. So what are the network settings? So that is need to be considered while you are evaluating the prediction in the cybersecurities over our networks. Use cases in the predictions. So attack projections, attack intentions, intrusion predictions, network security situation forecasting. These are the example of the use cases. What is the adversary going to next? And what is the ultimate goal of the attackers? You have to identify what type of attacks will occur, when and where, kahan pe hoga networks, there are many computers, and what is the times and when it will occur. So whole global situation you have to identify. So network security situation forecasting. How is overall situation is going to evolve? Whether attackers attacks only few computers or all the computers, or basically it shut down the whole networks, you have to identify. So initially the idea of attack projection was suggested in 2001 by Gabriel Goldman. First method started to appear around 2003. A research field is still active. So need to document the behavior of the attacker. So what is the anatomy of the cyber attackers? Anatomy means anatomy consists of the following steps. Some malware, so some viruses follow these steps, or some are not. Cyber scanning, enumeration, intrusion attempts, then elevation of the privilege, performing malicious tasks, deploy malware and backdoor software inside machine or server, and delete the forensic evidence and then exit. So they don't leave their proofs. So you are able to not able to figure out who is going to basically attacks. So many types of cyber attacks follow this simple sequence of events, which can be observed either the network traffics or target systems. If these are the steps followed by all attackers, then you are simply able to identify the next move of the adversaries. लेकिन ऐसा होता नहीं. There are various viruses or various attackers don't follow the steps. Then sequence of event fit the attack model, thus predicted adversaries next steps. So many different type of attack exist, create a model, all attacks. Okay. So basically first method depends on the attack library. Manually filled requires substantial efforts and continuous updates. So library are not being updated. So you do so attack prediction is very difficult. Thus the modern method is more rely on the data mining to automatically generate attack patterns. But you train your systems, you require the data sets. In the attack projections, we are not interested in the attack intentions. So ultimate goal of the adversary is estimate and prediction of the future malicious events may be suited more to the particular attacks. So basically, you continuously updating this attack library, or you continuously renewing the data sets are required to make the prediction of the futures or next step of the adversaries or attackers. Intrusion predictions, attack prediction rely on both. So basically discrete models or continuous models. Discrete models, example, attack graphs. You use the attack graphs, you identify the next step of the attackers. Okay. In continuous graph, there is a gray models or time series you apply. Continuous model is a time series representing number of attacks on a certain system or network times. So basically happening of events with respect to time, continuous model. Time series le lo, ya gray models le lo. Time series used to predict what types of attacks are going to happen, who is going to an attackers, and who is going to be the victims, to apply the continuous models or discrete models. So you know the situation awareness, there is a perception, compression, or projections. So what is the holistic state of information system on a network under the control? Correspond to monitoring of the cyber systems as well as the intrusion detection. Compressions of the meaning and significance of the situation, you can see. Projections, future states of the events, either action of predicting changing in the cyber security situation. So what is the future states or events of the overall systems? So this is a network security situation forecasting. If you classify the prediction and forecasting methods in the cyber security, you will find a different kind of model in the literatures. Discrete models, graph, attack graphs, Bayesian networks, Markov models. Discrete models also basically models using the game theories. In the game theories, you can say there is attackers and there is attackers हो गया आपका और जो आपके users हो गए, players हो गए. So these are two models. In a game theory, basically two players are required. Okay, opponent sides और एक आप होगा favorable sides. Similarly, continuous models, there are famous models, time series and gray models. Nowadays, most famous are the machine learning and data mining methods. Neural network, SBM, और तुम्हारा हो गया this. There are various deep learning you can use for data mining. Other approach, similarity-based approach, evolutionary computing, prediction, unconventional data and other services. So I am discussing one by one, short. So attack graphs, you can see it is a graphical representation of attack scenario introduced in 1998 by Phillips and Swellers. So you make a graph. Graph basically 4 tuples, SR, S0, SS. Okay. So there is a transition relations. You make a S is a set of states, R is a transition relations, S0 is a set of initial states, or S is in set of success states. Success state means these are usually weighted and probability that attacker will choose the action. Basically, in a graph, you will find a path from initial state to the final state. So attacker is able to attack. So attack is successful. Success states represent the system compromise. So I'm not discussing the detail of the attack graphs. Okay. So basically, at graph, you can construct a graph using some information, then you apply the brief search to find a path from the initial state to the final state. If there is a path exists, it means a successful attack is there. Similarly, Bayesian networks is also based on the same concept by using the attack graphs. So here the probabilistic graphs model represent a variable and relationship between them. Network is a directed acyclic graph with the nodes and discrete and continuous random variable and age relationships. So basically probability. So modeling you basically, I'm not discussing the detail of the Bayesian networks you read. So basically it is making the acyclic graphs of the attacks. If you see this example, there is server, FTP, root servers, then there is B and C are the machines and D, remote attackers. So basically, every nodes is associated with the probability of happening and probability of not happening. So I'm not going to discussing about the mathematical kind of things, but you can apply the Bayesian networks to predict or to identify the attacks. So very famous model also known as the Markov models. So several variants of the Markov model used for the attack production: hidden Markov model, variable length Markov model, variable order Markov models we can use. Modeling में basically you read the Markov models. Basically, we have to identify steps that this basically compromise states. So that is known as hidden states by using the Markov model. Game theory also is a part of mathematics used to modeling the interaction between the attackers and defenders. So basically, you can see there are two players, attackers and defenders. So you develop a game theories. Okay. Then you find the equilibrium states. So players are decision makers, whether it is attackers or whether it is defenders. So these players choose action from the set of possible actions. So set of possible action you have to define. Basically, it is a set of strategy. You need to define first, then you develop a game. Then you have to identify the equilibrium states. And you also define a mathematical functions that is known as utility functions. So every player, whether it is defenders or whether it is attackers, they basically maximize their utility functions. So this is the basic definition of the game theory. I am not going to discuss. So the most commonly used solution concept is the Nash equilibrium. So what is the Nash equilibrium basically? So both the players, they basically maximize their utility functions without, you can say, harming the other players, opposite side players. So that state is known as the Nash equilibrium. So Nash equilibrium may or may not be the final solution of the game. Somewhere it is Nash equilibrium give the final solution. Somewhere it is a Pareto optimal. So various types of the games are there: non-cooperative, cooperative, matching, collisional, evolutionary games, basically complete, incomplete. The various kinds of games are there. So you can use any one games depending on your modeling purpose or depending on your situations. So continuous models, basically the very famous models are exist: time series models and gray models. Time series, as we discussed, very interesting tool for predicting and analysis the commonly used for the anomaly detections, basically. So time series, you can say that they were conjugated data points indexed in the time orders. So basically, so you will see the attacks and see the time happening of a time. Then you apply some mathematical kind of things to make the differential equation, for example. Then you predict the next move, known as this time series analysis. Modeling construct from the historical record of the observed phenomena. Phenomena is, in our case, it is attack. It can be attacker's activity or network security situation state represent in the numerical value. State level, how much it is congested by the denial of services. So you can say, okay, this is 1%, 2%, 3%, note the time. Time series analysis that can be used to predict the value of a time series in the near future. Significance of number of approaches employ the moving average. So you apply the moving average. Calculation to analyze the data by creating the series of average. Simple moving average, you can apply your exponential weighted moving average. Mathematical formulas. Auto regression you can apply for the future states consigue with respect to time. So I am leaving this. Then there is a gray models. So you can apply also gray model to predict the cyber security situation. It is developed by the Deng in 1982. Situation with no information is defined as a black, and situation with a complete information is defined as a white. Either you have a complete information or no information, or you have a partial informations. So that is defined as a gray. So you have some information, but not complete information. So gray situation can be modeled using gray model. The famous model is GM11. Modification of gray is Gray-Warshall model. GMM most suitable for the short time prediction based on the small data points. For example, you don't have a large, you can say the data sets, you have a small data points, small data, so better you use GM11. So mathematically, you can define gray model as a sequence of situations, model as a sequence x0 equal to x0, x1, xn, whose next value will be predicted. History may you have a sequence of events x1, x2, xn. So what is x0 n plus 1? Sequence x1, x2, n is created using accumulating generation operation, where x1 k equal to you sum all from x0 to xk. Past map information. Original sequence can be reconstructed as x0k equal to x0k minus x1k minus 1, for example. Yes. So consider initial condition x01 equal to x11. So this is a differential equation that has to be satisfied. GM11 dx1k upon dk ax1k equal to b. You solve these equations, you give the picture. Solution is this: x0k plus 1 equal to x1k plus 1 minus x1k for all k equal to 1. So it is a mathematical kind of things. So nowadays, the machine learning and data mining methods are very famous. So if you search over the internet, you will find the various methods for the forecasting of a cyber security. So where machine learning is very, very important for the newly arrived attacks. So zero-day attacks also. So zero-day attacks is better protected by the machine learning methods. So you know that various machines learn. So broadly, you know that it is a supervised learning or unsupervised learning. So usually ML consists of two steps: training and testing. First, you develop your model, then you train your model. You need a data sets for training purpose. Once you train, then you have some kind of example. You test. You know the answer. The answer is correct. You test the model. Then model is, once it is tested, then model is available for the prediction of the cybersecurity situation. So in a testing phase, new data is processed by model, and machine learning methods produce the result. Such prediction continues of the attack sequence. In practice, however, there is also validation phase between the training and testing phase. So supervised, so many persons are working in the area of machine learning, already know the supervised learning, unsupervised learning, unlabeled data. Labeled data is applied, supervised learning or semi-supervised learning. So problem of identifying the classes and classes attribute in the data sets, input of the machine learning methods known as feature extractions. So it is very famous. I think everybody knows about this. And how to use in the cyber security, basically, you see the literatures. And ANN is very famous. Okay. Biological networks, I am not discussing the ANN. So you can use for the this cyber security forecasting, artificial neural networks, and you can also use the various methods of the deep learning methods. So other approaches, similarity-based approaches, addressing the problem of attacker's intention, recognition by the calculating the similarity matrices, is basically observed in the attacks you can use. Denial of volume forecasting methods are there. Evolutionary computing you can use. Very recent. Evolutionary game theory you can use also. Okay. So it is a very famous theory. So very recent approach forecasting network situation is based on the belief rule based models and evolutionary. So it is also given in the literature. So BRB model include a series of beliefs rules. So basically that TBM theories, transferable belief model theories. So that is the belief rules that can give the belief rules. You have a existing states observe from the past, you can predict the future states by using the transferable belief model. I have not listed here, but the belief rules came from there. Can be built from the expert knowledge and as well as the historical data. So what is the practical implementations? Prime issues accuracy and efficiency of the productions. What is the accuracy? If you develop a models by any method, by discrete, continuous or machine learning kind of things or evolutionary computing or any theories, what is the accuracies or efficiency of the predictions? But it is hard to evaluate and compare the methods. How will compare the existing methods? Setting right matrices is a problem. What matrices you will consider to evaluate the performance of your models? You develop a model for the cybersecurity. What matrices you will consider? However, high prediction accuracy is a good indicator of the methods usually in practice. Okay. So many approaches that achieve the high accuracy over the 90% where the result often even evaluating approaches over the data set. You have a data sets, you train the systems. Once you train the systems, you take an example, you calculate the accuracy. Okay, you are getting the 80%, 90% or 95%. But if you apply your system over the live networks, the prediction accuracy drop down to 60 to 70% because your data set is not being updated by the new attacks. Then your accuracy will be drop down. Other practical aspect of a prediction in practice are the time criteria, namely time needed to predict the future events. So what time you will take? Okay. कितने देर में predict करोगे? Time criteria may be also, and you can say one of the matrices. So next data sets. If you search over the internet, you will find a data set for the security. DARPA 1998, DARPA 1999, DARPA 2000. Further content 2 attack scenarios. These are the data sets are available. If you are working in the cybersecurity area, LL-DOS, denial of services attack, LL 2.0.2, openly known as LL-DOS 1.0, was used attack prediction methods evaluations. ACM Sync KDD announced KDD Cup 99 contest on knowledge discovery from the cyber security data set. These are data sets are available. Although these data sets are very popular and documented, but these have been not updated from last 20 years. If you are making your models, you are trained your model, these data sets, so you know what is the performance. If you apply on the live networks, you will get 20-30% your accuracy or performance because data sets are okay, but these have been not updated with the new attacks. So researchers often crafted over own data sets. Either you make own data sets. While you are making own data set is also a bigger problem. So how your model will be applicable for the newly attacks? Evaluate their proposed methods using these data sets. While some data sets are often from the layered network traffics, which provide the first data sets. Live data sources. If you search, you will find these data sources, these sealed data sources, the live data sources. Collaboration data sets of the firewall logs. If you collaborate with any agencies, you take the firewall logs to make your data set. Compilation of the cyber attacks timeline and statistics you will take. Set up the honeypots to capture the cyber security data. You make a honeypots. So attacks goes to the honeypots. Okay. So capture the security data set. Use them to evaluate the predictions. From the honeypots, you make your data sets. Then you apply to train your systems. Advantage of honeypot is they typically contain only malicious data, not useful for studying the advanced attacks. So advantage to have, but you cannot use for if you are studying the advanced attacks, that is not usable. So dark nets, large assign IP blocks or used for prediction of the global states. So these are data sets are available on the webs. Deception and traffic management. So basically deception, you can say that cyber security is guiding adversaries to target a defender's choice, typically honeypots. So deception, basically making a honeypots, so that basically you are giving a part to the attackers so that he or she will target to the defender choice. This is known as a deception. Okay. Problem kya hai? Need to rapid deployment of a honeypot, movement of a target as a traffic manipulation was too costly. Okay. So what is the solutions? What is the research solution? So you will use SDN, software defined networks, allow easy traffic manipulations. You can divert the traffics. Basically, so what you want to do? You want to divert the traffic towards the honeypots. So solution is SDN. When you are making your model for the cyber security, you want to evaluate your systems. So what are the matrices? Accuracy is the very famous matrices. So basically, you take the accuracies, confusion matrix, basically, very much used in the machine learning fields. Time criteria. If you are predicting a cyber attacks, how much time your model is required, you evaluate with the other existing papers or models. Detection rates. There is a cyber attacks are there. So what is the detection rate of your methods? You compare with the others. There are many more methods, many more matrices you will find in the literatures. These are some fundamental matrices. Open research problems. Multiple attacks prediction methods are there. Consider all the factors contributing to it, which is not always straightforward. Okay. Resolve problem is the generation and maintenance of attack models, attack plans libraries. Okay. Expected to see deep learning based prediction method in the cyber security in the near future. If you see this, you require the data sets. Major issue, how to predict methods react to new trends in the cyber security. So how to detect the newly arrived attacks. Okay. So novel attacks, vector security paradigms, even we cannot effectively predict zero-day attacks newly. How to adopt the general method to work under the emerging paradigms, networking, IoT, IoT, cyber physical system, software defined networking. So how to adapt general method. So conclusions, a problem was set in the context of research on the intrusion detection and cyber situation awareness. So we have discussed the taxonomy. Although many solutions have been developed, there is still no defined answer how to effectively or precisely predict cyber attacks. There are various methods are there, but how to detect the zero-day attacks, there is no answer. Attack prediction is not yet used in the practice, sometimes seen rather misleading, but is still open and imperative and desirable research problem. Also, you have a data sets, you know the blockchain, how to securely store your data. Blockchain, everybody is saying the blockchain is, you can say it is a very secure, but when you are storing a data, you have to encrypt your data. So you need a encryption algorithms. So advance of encryption of, you can say the ABE are needed to encrypt the information. Then you put on the blockchain, then you apply the traditional methods of the blockchains. So these are some kind of challenges is still there. So I am not discussing detail in the blockchain. So this is conclusion. So these are some references from where I have made this presentation. So thank you. Now questions.
Thank you, sir. Yes, participants, would you like to ask any query? Then you can unmute yourself.
No, ma'am. Very nice session. Very nice session. Very informative session.
Okay. Then I would like to express our sincere thanks to you, sir, for giving such an excellent coverage of possible research solution in the field of cybersecurity. It will definitely help us in future. Once again, I want to thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you, Monica, and thank you everybody for listening me. Okay, 1.5 hours. Okay, thank you very much. Now, can I leave?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay, thank you.
And now the time is approaching for the 1 hour lunch break, and I request to all of you to kindly assemble here at sharp 2:30 p.m. Thank you.